So up my stitch length just slightly from normal, because again you are quilting at the same time as you're patchworking, so you want it just to be a little bit bigger. So I tend to sit about 3.5. I'm going to drop my needle in. I've got hold of that top thread there, and I'm going to pull that through and bring that bobbin thread up. Okay, what that does means that it's going to be hidden in this seam, which again means you haven't got to sew in any ends, or you haven't got any knots or anything on the back of your work. So down 1/4 inch like that. There we go. Take that pin out all the way down, stop at the end, and then lock off your stitch. Either reverse or just do a little lock stitch, depending on what your machine does. You can take that out, and then this time it's a bit like the Manx, but this time we are actually going to press against the seam. And that piece is now in place, and that should fit perfectly over that number 2.
It does, yeah.
It does also mean as well that you've done your quilting, because it's where you've done that line of stitching, you've done your quilting at the same time.
Yes, yeah.
You then continue, so you're going to add number 3 on, which is in this case exactly the same.
That's actually really clever.
Really clever.
I mean, if you're watching at home and you've wanted to get into quilting, this is like
it's a perfect little taster to get started.
It's like a microwave meal.
Yeah,
all the hard work's done for you.
It really is. Everything's been prepped for you. It gives you that chance to make something really beautiful with all the hard work's gone. Yeah. If you are more experienced and you are you've been quilting for years, you've got that instant satisfaction of making something quickly. This isn't an heirloom quilt. This isn't something, well, it will last years, but it's not something that, in 100 years' time, people are going to be having it in a museum, because it's not an heirloom. No. But it's that instant satisfaction of sitting down, sewing, and making something that we all need sometimes. Not just sewing, it's that any sort of craft, that mindfulness of it. I also like to play around with the patterns as well. So where this 5-inch square was to start with, rather than just a completely plain piece, make a little pieced, square of fabric first. So it could be a checkerboard where I've used lots of little squares, sewn them together, made sure it's 5 inches before I start. These pieces could be flying geese. So you could make a little flying geese piece first, then add it in. So you're creating your own blocks then, and creating your own designs. You've got that basis to start, and then you can play with it. So but we used to do these with like the brownies and the guides and stuff, because when they're first learning to sew and stuff, all they've got to do is be able to sew a straight line. We could do the cutting for them. If you're learning, teaching grandkids and stuff to sew, this is a really perfect way of starting a little project.
I love it. I think it's a fabulous way, and I know that whenever you bring a new one of these out, they're always very, very popular.
Absolutely. And it's not just quilts. They do bags and pillows and stockings and project bags, which use the zippity-doo-duns. I mean, there's just so many different products. It's not just quilts.
So remember, Sarah's back later, but not with any of the products in this show. So if you want to order them, you can do that right now and use PayPal as your payment method. Even if you don't have a PayPal account, it's very, very simple to do. And we're just scrolling through some of the great products in this show. The June Taylor Shape Cut Ruler is a fantastic product, as is the Magic Seam as well. You've got your basting spray, your Starch Savvy spray. There's some books as well. If you want to have a look at the 12 o'clock show, you can go ahead and see what's coming up in advance.
There's
on
some
the
yummy things.
12 o'clock show. Any highlights for you in the 12 o'clock show, Sarah?
We've got an amazing pick and mix on mini charms with patterns as well, which is an absolute bargain of a deal. And there's some Alison Glass panels as well, which are an old favourite, which I've managed to get a little bit more before they're discontinued. So I think we brought them to you about 2 years ago, and they're stopping doing them. So I got all the stock quick. I was like, I need it.
Right, we are just about out of time. A massive thank you for being... Come in. A massive thank you for being with us this morning, everybody. It's great to have your company. I can only apologise about not being able to use your cards as normal, but PayPal is there for you. Sarah, always awesome to see you. Thank you very much. Sarah's back at 12 with Catherine. We'll look forward to that. I'll let you know what's coming up in the next 2 hours right now. Well, we've got a busy morning for you. It's a Stamps by Me, new and an exclusive next. I believe Toni Darroch's in the house as well. And then we've got a brand new range from Craft Cotton with Sarah Payne and a very special lady.
Now we've got a brilliant quick pick for you. This is your Kit and Caboodle cordless glue gun. I love this. You've got, first of all, really easy to use. You have got your cord, so really easy to charge. You just need your USB plug there. It's got the on and off button, so it's just going to heat to a really good temperature. It doesn't get too hot, so you can see the glue isn't coming out the nozzle. It doesn't overheat the glue, and it's so easy to use. I love the fact that I haven't got all of those awful wires when I'm using it. Really brilliant for all your embellishments, for your ribbons, and again it glues quickly, so it's got that really nice quick grab. And even on my embellishments, I love the fact that I've nothing trailing, and it does mean all your wonderful embellishments are stuck easily. Now that is a Create and Craft quick pick. It's your fantastic cordless glue gun. So your item number is 243124, and that's your Kit and Caboodle cordless glue gun. You're getting 3 glue sticks with that as well for just £14.99. If you're a club member, that price drops to £11.99, and we've even got FlexPay for you, so you've got 2 payments of £6, and that's for your wonderful glue gun. Now if you do want extra glue sticks, we've got these available for you as well. You're going to get 50 glue sticks for just £7.99. That's 502573. If you're in the club, of course, that price drops for you to £7.19, or just 2 payments of £3.60. Quick picks, craft and must-haves at top pick prices.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at the Exhibition Hall in Atrium, East of England Showground, Peterborough, on the 21st and 22nd of October. Sign up for free make and takes, stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors, and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our audience and meet our presenters after the shows. Club members order your tickets online to receive free entry. So treat yourself or someone special to a great day out and book your tickets now at createandcraft.com and search for Crafting Live. We look forward to seeing you there.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us bright and early this morning. Now, this is our new and exclusive launching yesterday with the lovely Toni, of course. We have got Stamps by Me. We've got some beautiful products, but before we get into that, I've got to do this thing, haven't I? I've got to remind you today, because we've got currently an issue with our payment scheme. Please do use PayPal. Now, you don't need a PayPal account to do that. You can use your debit card, your credit card. You can check out as a guest, and you can split that payment 3 ways as well. So there's something that you want, it doesn't mean you can't have it today. Now, secondly, the most important thing, in fact, is to say good morning,
Good
Toni.
morning. You okay?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Bright and breezy as always. I like the mornings. I'm a morning person.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Day's done by 11 o'clock for me.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Right, okay, well, yes, that is true today, isn't it? Because we've got, of course, the new and exclusive.
Yep.
So this is the final hour for it. Available after the hour, of course, if we've got any stock left.
Yep.
But, of course, let's go through our brand new and exclusive.
So 4 lamination A5 stamp sets. So what these are is, if you're tuning in for the first time, it is a 2-part sort of stamp concept that give you a loose overlay, giving you realistic watercolour finishes. So you can use both parts together independently if you want to use a paintbrush, a pen, a pencil on the outline detail, but combined give you really wow factor cards with little to no effort. So you ink up the solid portion with some colour, give it a spray, stamp it out, and then you add the outline, and the wow factor simply appears. It's like magic. So if you don't want to learn light and shade, you don't want to understand colour, you know, you like to make quick cards, these are a great starting point. So in here you get 4. You get some very different ones. So you get a beautiful iris, which if you look at this one down here, looks like a piece of artwork, masterpiece, absolutely gorgeous. So that isn't picked up with a brush, that is the stamp. So the solid portion, gorgeous. The colour is the stamp, okay? I haven't had to learn how to bleed the colours together, that's the stamp. Then you add the outline and the sentiment. So you get the iris, then you get the fantastic sort of wine bottle and glass, which again, looks like a piece of artwork if you want to do them in some really different colours. You don't have to, so I haven't moved any colour around. that is the stamp doing all of the talking there for you. So you get the wine bottle, and we've got some lovely sentiments in there. Weekend forecast, 100% of chance of wine instead of rain. And then you've got drink, drank, drunk. And then, because we do know some crafters like a little bit of a tipple, so it's great for elderly gents,
yes,
you know,
of course it is,
grandpas,
yeah.
you know, and then mums need it after school run, and then you don't need, but there are 2 florals at the bottom here, so you've got a rose, and then you've got that beautiful heart concept where if you put them together it makes a beautiful heart wreath, but equally independence. You can put them over corners of cards and things like that and create the most beautiful apertures on your cards. So the solid portion is the colour, and then your outline. It works as independent or together. So shall I show you some of the fantastic samples?
Oh, yes, please.
I'll let you show them once.
Okay.
That's all right. And then I'll show...
Straight away, gorgeous sample on the top.
So it just shows you, if you integrate them with your stencils and all of the other lovely products that you buy from here at Create and Craft, you can create some real showstopper wow factor cards. So if you're a bit mixed media, use them in with your confetti inks, layer the design up if you just want to use the outline. You do not have to use the solid portion on your stamp. You know, be creative with colour. This is a total green outline instead of traditional black or wow embossing, you know.
Gorgeous.
And then use your matte and layers. That looks a little bit like a daffodil, like as if it's a daffodil a little bit. So you can absolutely chop it up, create pieces of artwork, pop them in shadow boxes if you want to. You could even sign them and make it look like you've actually painted them. You don't have to you know, tell anybody that you haven't painted it. If it's your piece, your colour, the angel policy is that if you're using them, you can make and sell as many as you like. So be creative with them. So that one's just like the foil. Look at that with the foil on there. I mean, that looks shop bought.
That is gorgeous.
Shop bought.
They're all gorgeous and very, very different. Now, if you do have favourites as we go through these, you can go for individuals as well. Shall I just grab that one? I'm loving the wine glass, actually, and the bottle, because, as you say, this is going to suit, you know, male, female. It could be retirement, it could be younger generation. Obviously not so much for the children, this one, but we've got something to suit everybody across the shop. I love, love, love that effect with those colours.
Yeah, and the splats are in there. People are fearful of the splats as well, so the splats are incorporated in that solid portion of the stamp. You don't have to worry or, you know, think, oh, as soon as I had splats I ruined my project. Well, it's incorporated in that stamp, so you don't have to worry about it. Quick one and done cards if you want to, but if you want to lose yourself and paint them yourself or add texture with your stencils, you can absolutely do that. The scope for lamination is huge, minimalistic right up to the wow factor mixed media cards. If you wish, there are simply no rules with Stamps by Me Craft.
Gorgeous.
So that's the wine bottle. This is a beautiful rose.
Oh, the rose.
So if you like them dark and bright and breezy, you can absolutely do that. But then if you want, look at that, I mean, it's just random with colour. It's nothing specific. And if you do it and you don't like the colour mix, or you, sorry, that's the heart. It doesn't matter though. They get them as a bundle, so I'm okay with it. If you want to do them and then mix, I mean, that's got a bit of a gesso or something on it. It's a little bit crazy, that one. It's beautiful. But if you want to just sort of scale it back and do your clean and simple or your bright and colourful, just enjoy them. I feel like if you're brand new to lamination, once you buy one, you're going to be hooked.
Yeah.
We have lots of people collecting them from day dot 10 years ago.
Wow.
We've got over 100 designs in lamination now, and they are true showstoppers. So if you are looking for something different, you're stuck in a bit of a rut with your craft, these are going to elevate you, probably put a smile on your face, and they're absolutely going to put a smile on the face of the recipient.
I love the use of the vellum in a lot of these samples as well. It works very, very well.
Just enjoy them.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Gorgeous, gorgeous samples. Working our way through there. Remember, individuals available as well as the new and exclusive, because the value is in the new and exclusive. Now, shall we have a look at these as well? Because this is the heart.
Yes, so you
that's
can
been
use
created.
it as the heart if you want to cut it, but equally they are brilliant corners, you know, for your card. You saw me use it yesterday, integrated it with the lovely lamination gowns, create a wave, you know, just be creative with them. You as crafters are individuals yourselves at home. No two crafters are ever the same. So I love to see you make. So if you want to pop them on our Eureka fan page, there is a lovely group of crafters on there who share their incredible makes. Come and say hello, you know, and post your makes that you make with our lovely, lovely designs.
Oh, I adore that one.
But equally, on the back of every packet, our packaging is eco-friendly. On the back of the packet, we have that QR code where we have nearly 1,200 videos of products we've brought to you here at Create and Craft. So you don't have to go searching on any platforms for us. We have that holding page with that QR code, which will give you the instant inspiration. You're going to be inspired from the get-go. You're going to be inspired when these land on your doorstep because they've got the inspiration on the front of the packet. You know, our time and effort is spent on the QR code and the packet to get you going, because I don't want you to get it home and go, oh, I was inspired at the time, now I've lost my mojo.
No, it's there.
Somebody
for you to
help
find.
me out. It's there.
Absolutely. Right, let's go through those details then. So if you're going for the new and exclusive, you can see the details right now. 869679 is the item number for everybody. You've got savings across the board, but of course club members, you've got the largest saving at £17.50. It actually works out, if you're in the club, that you're not paying for one of those stamp sets. It's a great buy, isn't it? £58.46 for the whole collection. Don't forget to use PayPal. We do still have those issues with the payment scheme. You can split it 3 ways. You don't need an account. You can, of course, check out as a guest using your debit or your credit card. Right, we're going to move across then, Tony, because, oh my word, I fell in love with these as soon as I saw them. Back in stock, this is the first time I personally have seen them, so I was kind of blown away by these this morning. Been very, very popular in the past.
So we brought these back about 5 times.
Have you? That many times?
I know, they're never
How
going to
missed these
disappear. I
then?
know. So these have been brought back because you asked for them. So they're the 2 gowns. If you remember, about 2 weeks ago on birthday, I brought back the other 2 gowns, which was like the back of a lady and the side of a lady. These are more free-going party type style. So we have the elongated gown, which is more like red carpet. Then we have the sort of frou-frou gown, which is for like celebrations, proms, wedding, you know, all of the good stuff. Just a gorgeous celebratory card, which is gorgeous. And again, if you swap out that solid portion for glitter, for wow powders, for gilding flakes, you get the most incredible designs. Mix them in with your HD 3D embossing folders and they're just stunning. So it's the same concept as the florals. The solid portion is where you add the colour or the texture or whatever it is you're wanting to use. Second layer is the detail on there, stencil through, ombre effects, spray with water, splats, stencil through and add some design to a gown. Literally, you're not going to do 2 cards ever the same. She's quite free. Small town girl is some of the sentiments. It's glow time, you know. It's just a great set, and it's 2 A5 sets.
Anything goes with how you decorate or how you use these. Let's show you a few samples as well. You want to be very quick on these because they have been very popular yet again. In fact, the stock is disappearing quickly. I really need to point out this one. Use an embossing folder at the bottom of the dresser. That works so wonderfully.
Yeah, so they've stamped the gown in colour, sprayed it with water and let it bleed off. Let it dry, and then added the embossing folder in. It's the deboss side of our HD embossing folder. So, I mean, that is a red carpet gown where I would wear that. Absolutely. But then watercolour, if you want to put pink on and spray with watercolour. What about bleaching techniques? Take the colour back out if you want to. So don't use the colour portion if you don't want to add some sparkle, you know, and then just add them in with your stencils that add some texture. Just a beautiful card. These are the sort of the cards that you see that are quite simplistic in shop, but are like you're drawn to them because of either the sparkle or the wow factor of them. You know, take your pens and pencils, colour in her hair, add a pop of red lipstick to her lips. You know, she looks a bit like a ballerina maybe.
She does,
you know, you can absolutely. There your texture wows with the gold and white incorporated in. And then what about maybe using them with your wow powder so you get like a sparkly one and adding a decorative element with a 3D embossing folder. Just like that one. So gorgeous.
Now, there is a chance these are going to sell out yet again, so you need to be very quick. 70% of the stock has now gone. Let me give you the details for this bundle. 401451. We've got Flexi available, or we would have if the payments were working. You've got 3-way on PayPal, of course. So make sure you do check out using our PayPal scheme. There we go. Right, okay, so I don't know if we're going to be able to revisit those. They might be gone before we get to see them again. Who knows? We will see as we go through. Now, another back in stock for you. Some beautiful dies. Now, these are gorgeous because we've got the hearts. We've got 2 different die sets here, so rectangle and circle.
So basically, Kathy, these stay in the page. They don't cut from the page, they stay in the page.
Okay.
But what happens is the hearts are connected at the top and the bottom, so you can raise the wings of the heart so you can see through into whatever is underneath.
I can see
equally,
now.
if you want to leave them completely flat just as a decorative element in the card, you can absolutely do that. If you look at the packaging here, you can see these ones have been left flat. They nest beautifully. So if you think about a nesting die where they go down in size, they leave this detail in the page, but you can raise the hearts, and the same applies for the circle as well. It just puts that decorative element in the back, which is going to cover you across the board for all of your crafty stash, not just mine but other branded products as well. But if you do want to create a 3D embellishment where you can see underneath sparkly card, metallic card, watercolour card, lift the left and right side of those hearts and get that lovely sort of aperture design that sort of encapsulates whatever's in the centre of it. So if you put a kite in, for example, with a 3D foam pad, you can raise the hearts around and just put a focus on a card, if that makes sense. So leave all the rest of it flat, but then put those hearts, raise those hearts. It looks so pretty, but it's just one of those that's probably going to be in your stash, which is like a nesting die, just a decorative one.
You definitely use those time and time again, aren't you? Lovely. Let's give those details again. So if you're in the club, for this bundle, just £30.58. 504-154. That number, of course, applies to absolutely everybody. Now, I'm pleased to say we've got a happy hour deal for you as well. So, of course, the price is only relevant for this current hour. And again, we've got beautiful dies here. I love these because you've got the frames, you've got the sentiments that cut with the die as well, which are just wonderful, aren't they?
So this is the third one. We've brought you 3 of these. In every hour we've brought you one, but they've all been different. So yesterday we had Special and Sorry, and this one is Heroes. Now if you look at that front of that packet there, it says amazing, loving, strong, happy, selfless, graceful, but can you see it cuts out the word mother?
Oh, do you know, I hadn't even noticed that.
So the die embosses the grey area, so you get all that detail around and the words, and then it cuts out the word mother. So whatever colour you put underneath, it shines through to show mother shining through gracefully there. And then you get the outline die, which creates that die, and that integrates with the other one, which is on there as well, which also says some people don't believe in heroes, but they haven't met my dad, and the word hero is the word that cuts out. If you just look on the dad, obviously it's not on the packet because that's the example, but if you look at the packet here, can we just see, sorry, there, it'll show you the word hero in there. Thank you so much. There we go. So it cuts through, and the matte and layers on there put the outline around the interchange between them both. I encourage you leave them in white and matte and layer them onto a colour. They look beautiful. They look like a very expensive card you get in a shop that are embossed. But if you want to add ink blending on top to catch the tops of those words, it looks beautiful.
Something else I've noticed as well, I think, if you go back to the mother one, if you wanted, there's room in between each word, so if you wanted to cut those out individually and just use individual words, you could
like
do that
embossed
as well.
words, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, they're of a good size, they're a great focal point on a card too. These are about a £20 die. Because they have that letterpress element, they're a little bit more expensive to make. Let me just show you the back. So on the front here, very quickly, on the front you can see it's got all of that detail on the front. So I'll show you how thick the metal is, but when you turn it over, look. So it's not just metal that's been pushed from the back, it's letterpress. It has to be done differently. It has to go through a machine twice, front and back, to get it to do this for you. So you can see the hero isn't actually on the back. So these are about £20, so you're getting a great bargain.
You really are. So make sure you do check out within the hour. 10% of the stock has already gone. Only £10.79 if you are in the club, of course. Use PayPal. I'm going to keep saying that throughout this hour until we know things are fixed. Do you know, we're going to run a little bit of a VT in a second. I'll just give that item number 453804 for the happy hour. Do not miss out on that. But if you're still unsure about PayPal, we'll let you know a little bit more about it.
Shopping online with Create & Craft has just got easier with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan. Spread the cost of your basket, whether there is one item or many, with 3 interest-free payments. Simply choose Pay in 3 at checkout and pay for purchases between £30 and £2,000 over 3 equal instalments for the next 3 months. No fees, no interest. Spread the cost of your shopping with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan at Create & Craft.
I spotted something. I'm in love with something. Toni, am I allowed to mention these?
Yeah, I think there's some might be some.
Can we have a look at Toni's glass marts? Oh my goodness. How
fancy.
beautiful are these?
So you get your glass mat for really high, intense magnets, and then you get, as Paola calls it, your dirty companion. Because it's meant to be called your companion glass mat, but she's like, no, I'll be using that as a dirty companion where I put all my ink on it. And so yeah,
They are so beautiful.
I think there might be some hot web, but I have reordered, so they will be back if there's none left.
I didn't even know these existed.
Yeah.
You must have been coming in on the other shift. I've been missing everything.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I
You
was
can't
on
have a holiday, you know. You're not entitled
Hey, it
to
was
that.
the first one in 6 years. I think I
bless you.
deserved it.
Right, so let's show you these lovely, fantastic gowns. Super easy. I'm just going to quickly show you one, just as you would use it as lamination, with all of the sort of idea, you know, what I've said about making watercolour cards. So let's just stamp out this lovely lady. So I'm using the one that's more of a part. This is Small Town Girl. She's quite carefree. She's party girl. She's got a frou-frou frock. She's not scared of showing her legs. So this is this one. So the outline first, let's just stamp her out first.
Okay.
So if you wanted to take a pen and colour her hair and her lips, you could absolutely do that.
Lovely. Oh, we've had an email in as well. I'm going to mention this right now. This is from Jo in Bradford. She's dashing off to work, so hopefully we're getting this in just before she disappears. Jo wants to say how much she loves your stamps, Toni.
Oh,
She's made some cards as well, and
has
a
she sent
present.
pictures?
She has sent pictures.
Oh, go for it.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
See what I mean about...
Oh,
Oh, look, I love them in frames.
love is in the hair. Love that. I love that.
Love is in the hair.
That is the most beautiful gift, though, isn't it?
Isn't it just
Look at that.
quick? Girl power.
Oh, do you know, if you're decorating a bedroom, you want that funky feel, you know, something maybe for a teenager. That is perfect, isn't it? Jo, thank you so, so much. Hopefully we've caught you before you dashed off to work. But
Thank
on
you,
your way
Jo.
to work, when you get to work, just have a lovely day. 80% of the back in stock has now gone with our girls.
So this is the gown element where I was told you could just sort of like be carefree. So on this one I'm just going to add some colour and show you how it works. But don't forget gilding waxes, gilding flakes, glitter, sparkle, so cool. So let's just pick this one up here. So let's do pink and a purple. So you'll see here, look, just random colour. Let's do a bit of an ombre. So pink at the top, a little bit of purple maybe just around the edge. So just cover the stamp. It looks ugly, bear with. And then give it a spritz with some water, and you'll see the colour sort of like give you that bleed when you push it down into the sort of the sculpture of the rest of the design.
You can already see how that's going to blend together.
Yeah, and then when you pull it out, we have a
Oh my word.
watercolour
Look at
gown.
that.
So you can now put your dyes around, put sparkle, put a cluster of flowers. You can absolutely. I mean, nobody knows that I haven't picked up a brush. Nobody knows I haven't done a wet in wet technique with that. So that's that. But look here. I mean, this is not dry yet. It's still wet. But look at this. I did the lady in white, and on the gown area I added some glitter. So rather than use a solid portion of the stamp, I just added some of the lovely glitters that you've all bought, which are still on the website in the stackables from Stamps by Me. I mean that's still wet.
So many different techniques. You are going to play, aren't you? You're going to get these home, you're going to experiment, you're going to try different things. I mean, one or two little feathers and things like that. just
Feathers
tucked
or
into
a feather
there.
in a hair or
Yeah.
flowers around her, like a belly, like a cummerbund sort of style thing. You know, chop it down. Don't just think, oh, do you know what, that is a what. You could sign that.
You could.
Absolutely sign that, put it on the front of a card. Do a whole bunch of note cards, 10 girls, 10 different coloured gowns, coordinate the envelopes, put them in note card packs and sell them for £5 or £6.
Yeah.
You have the capability to sell them. The age-old policy is there for you. As long as you're making something with them, make and sell as many as you like.
So very generous.
Oh,
angel
absolutely.
policy.
Just go for it. Get some money back for more crafty
You will
stuff.
get your money back. That's the point. You certainly. I think as soon as you see a card, a picture, as we saw there, sent in by our lovely viewer, you know, they're just perfect, aren't they? People will adore them. They will keep them. They will treasure them. You know, working them into even things like your happy planners. You know, onto your
Like
page.
corners
would
of
look
pages,
beautiful.
yeah. If
Exactly.
you've been to a wedding and you want to just enhance the fact that you love the bridesmaids, just pop her over the corner and put bridesmaids looked amazing, had a great day. Just memories, isn't it? Just creating things
Yeah,
and if
absolutely.
you're happy doing it, It's crafting, isn't it? Crafting is it about making us happy?
About enjoying yourself. Exactly, that's the thing, making yourself happy. Right, again, I'm going to remind everybody, use PayPal until we've sorted out the issues with our payment scheme on the website, of course. We are working on it. Somebody's working very, very hard right now as we speak. We will update you as soon as there's any news, but PayPal is the way to go. You can spread 3 ways. You do not need an account. You can use your debit card, you can use your credit card. We don't want anybody to miss out, particularly on the back in stock. Toni has already said, I think this is the 5th time now, it's limited stock. They are very, very popular. If you're loving them and you're thinking, oh, it's all right, I'll just hang on until the payments are sorted, you will miss out. Use that PayPal. Now, I think we're going to stay here, Toni, with you and go straight into the demonstration.
Yeah, let's go to the weekend. So basically, is that beautiful wine bottle? You get the drink, drank, drunk. So drunk is upside down. Weekend forecast, 100% chance of wine. Let's celebrate and thank you. So don't forget though, guys, on the back is where you get all that inspiration. It's an updating QR code. You might scan it tomorrow and it'll have 3 videos. Scan it in a month, 6 months, a year. It might have 10, it might have 20. I don't know, it depends how much I play with it. So let's just get this out of here.
So ongoing inspiration, that's what we love.
Absolutely, and that is what Stamps by Me is all about. I want you to continue. I mean, we're still using lamination from 10 years ago. We had somebody posted yesterday the tulips. That was one of my first launches. Can't remember the lovely lady's name. She's like, this is my still all-time favourite go-to. And that's because we encourage, you know, to continue. I don't want them to go in the bottom of the drawer.
Yeah.
I really don't. So, piece of white cardstock, super simple. Let's get the design here. So, yesterday we did, as you can see, I did it in purples and pinks, but today I'm going to go totally monochrome. So, like one colour. Let's move it over a little bit here.
Okay.
So you can see it's got all that splash detail in there. I've not got to worry about it. All I've got to worry about is what colour am I going to use. So let's pick up that stamp, and I think I'm going to go this time. I've used my own inks all day yesterday, so today I'm going to show you that they still work beautifully with all of probably the inks that you may have on your stash.
Okay.
So this is chipped sapphire.
Nice.
So all over. It does look great if you have the confidence to mix in a couple of colours. Don't be fearful of it. But I'm just going to go the one here.
Okay.
And because I'm using the Eureka, I can absolutely go back in and make it darker if I want to, you know, change the colour. Like yesterday I did a gown and it was a little bit muddy, but I went back over it with a pink and sort of saved it. So I have that lovely detail there already. Now if I wanted to maybe darken down one side, because you can, I'll just go down the side here maybe, see if we can get a little bit more depth in there. But I honestly think that once you've done it once, you'll be off.
Yeah.
You will not look back. See, I've got a little bit of texture now. So that's that one. So let's just remove that one, and then let's just take the outline design here. And this is where I just pop it on in black. Now it is a loose overlay. Don't try and match it up. It don't match, okay? Just pop it on, go for it. Because you've got that exterior bleed that makes it look like we've painted it, it really will look okay. So let's just go there.
Would you always work the stamps the way around that you're doing it now? So use kind of the coloured one first, and then the outline second.
Well, on the gown, Kathy, I used the lady first. So I don't think there's any rules. I think as soon as you've done it a couple of times, you'll find your own way.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong way. I wouldn't suggest anyway. So let's just move that out of the way. So let's just grab a black ink pad here. I'll stamp this one out. Now this can be used as an absolute independent, so if you want to fill this bottle with Prosecco-y colours and put sparkle inside like I did with the gown, you can do that. If you want to do like a mahogany colour and add some glossy accents on, make it look wet so it looks like there's wine in the glass, you can do that too.
Wonderful. Do you know, I'm wondering if you could actually cut it, because it's not too difficult to cut around. You could turn that into a shaker perhaps.
Yeah. Just get rid of that piece of glue off my finger.
Some clear gems or beads in there, perhaps to look like the bubbles, or pink ones if you want pink champagne.
And I like to do my sentiments straight through artwork so it looks a little bit more artistic. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to go straight on the side here. Drink, drank, drunk. And we'll just do this in jet black. Now it would look lovely in a gold embossing if you wanted to. I'm just here to show you sort of the basics, and I know that as soon as you get them home you're going to be like, oh, I remember buying them a couple of months ago, that'll work for this, and I remember buying this from that company.
And raid all your stash of mediums, because you will find, you know, there's so much that it's going to.
Yeah, if you've got like watercolour
these.
pens as well, you can take the pens direct to the stamp on the page.
Yeah.
Spritz with water, so you get lots of different colours. You don't have to do, so you can see there. I think this is so cool. And just do it one more time just to get it a little bit darker.
Lovely.
And there we have sort of like something that looks quite arty. Then you can obviously take a sparkle pen if you want to, add some sparkle to the bottle. And if you want to, and if you've gone too dark, you can always take a gel pen and add some highlights to it if you want to, you know, make it look a little bit more playful. No rules at all. And then let's get this onto a card. Now this is quite simplistic, but you could do some ink blending around the edge, add some stencil work if you wanted to. But if you all remember yesterday, can you remember when I did that lovely, let's just get rid of this dirty Eureka. Let's just pop this. So I'm just going to take this one onto here very quickly.
Okay. Hang on, I've never seen that before either. The tape pen.
Yeah,
That's a rather big one.
coming soon. Don't miss a thing, you.
Well, that's because I've bought most of the stuff we sell here. So if I see something new,
She's like on it.
it's like, oh.
She's a magpie, that's totally true. So I just matted it on some black, and you can see already we've got something quite gorgeous going on if you're into sort of your artistic designs and things like that. Just pop this into the centre of here.
And I love that wider border.
For a change. It's nice, isn't it? And then yesterday, if you remember, we did this, where we just did it as a lamination stamp. Can you remember? We just had it, because I ran out of time, but so I fussy cut this, and I felt like maybe we could sort of encroach this in. So let's pop a pad behind here, and then what we'll do is we will trim off the excess that overhangs onto the card. So, oh, it's got some on. I'm organised.
Again, if you were making to sell, you could create cards just as you've done then.
Like
have
that.
have some fussy cut elements as well. And if somebody wanted to sort of, you know, spruce it up a little bit more and make it a little bit more feminine with flowers,
Could you imagine
add those.
10 note cards, all in different colours, in
That'd
a
be
pack
wonderful,
with envelopes,
yeah.
and you say, here guys, a set of 10 note cards, drink, drank, drunk,
Yeah.
all with coordinating envelopes, £5. I would buy them, personally. They look painted. You don't have to overwhelm. You could add a few sequins, like as if there were bubbles coming out the glass, you know.
That's it. Just make sure you're making something.
As long as you're making something with it.
And you can make and sell as many as you wish.
Yep, the licence that we get for these designs permit you to make and sell as long as you are making and selling.
Exactly.
So there we go, just super simple, look.
I love that. Isn't that fabulous?
So I have softened it with that floral design, which also looks watercoloured, but equally, if you are happy with the artistic feel, which I love and adore, really do have the confidence to leave it, because it does look like a wow. You would never know that's been done with a stamp, and you do not, I say this every time, you really do not need to say, yes, I did that with a stamp. Probably people will say, did you paint that in yourself? So like, I absolutely did. I signed it and all. It's not a stamp at all. I actually drew it. I'm only joking. Don't be saying that. You'll be getting in bother.
You say what you want. Just don't blame Toni if you are in trouble.
Keep you out of it.
Right, let's have another look at the new and exclusive. Now, if you're in the club, you're not paying for one of these stamp sets. Yeah, you're getting one absolutely free, because that's a saving that we've got for you there. Now, we have got these available individually as well, so if you've got favourites or if you've got a budget, of course, you can break this one down. We'll have a look at those individually. Your favourite one is the one we've just seen in demonstration. It is the Weekend, that wonderful wine bottle there. 70% of the stock has gone individually. I'm just hearing as well that there won't be any more of that sells out, not individually, so if that goes in a way, you'll be able to get it as part of the bundle. Then, of course, we do have the florals also included. We've got Celebrate Today, that beautiful, beautiful iris, absolutely gorgeous. There you can see you've got the sentiments, let's celebrate something today. You've got happy, 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 happy. You could have more happies if you want, just stamp multiple times. Yeah, we're all happy here every day. You've also got Be Happy, I think, on there as well. There we go. Let's have a look at the next one with Be Happy. There it is, you can see it, absolutely gorgeous. That's the flower spray that Toni's just applied to that card that she's just created as well. There's so many ways you can work with these, you know, fill the entirety of the card, just use sections, fussy cut them, overlay them, decoupage them. You've got many, many options. Then moving on to our Enjoy Life. There it is. Do you know, I think there's so many options with this one as well. It works as a heart, it works, you know, as a swag if you want to do it, as a wave. You could again cut out those individual flowers. Every single one of the samples we've got in the studio today is completely different. These are going to keep on giving. You're going to play with them, you're going to create with them, you're going to try different techniques, but you're certainly not going to find a day where you can not create anything at all. 785436 is item number there if you're going for that one individually. Now, as a bundle, of course, there's one item number. That applies for everybody. Remember, if you're in the club, then you're not paying for one of those stamp sets. You've only got one postage price as well, so that makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Now, we are accepting PayPal. That is the only way currently that you can check out. Don't forget, check out as a guest. You don't need a PayPal account. You can still go in there, check out as a guest using your credit or debit card. You can split 3 ways as well. 869679 is the item number if you are going for our new and exclusive. Now, have you got your tickets for Crafting Live yet? There's still time, but there's only about a week left to get them, so grab them right now.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at the Exhibition Hall in Atrium, East of England Showground, Peterborough on the 21st and 22nd of October. Sign up for free make and takes, stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our audience and meet our presenters after the shows. Club members order your tickets online to receive free entry. So treat yourself or someone special to a great day out and book your tickets now at createandcraft.com and search for Crafting Live. We look forward to seeing you there.
There's only a week left to get your tickets, and don't worry, there's only a week left until you can stop listening to that VT and my silly voice at the end. Right, okay.
See you there.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody does it.
I think it's a nice VT. I think it's lovely. So I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Celebrate today, which is that beautiful iris. And I'm going to put some stencil work in the background. So yesterday you saw me do the halo here. I did this halo where we just added that sort of hue, like a backlight, and then this. So today I'm going to do some stencil on this one here. So I have the same ink pad as before, chipped sapphire, and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour through here now. I am just going to grab a bit of cardstock so I can...
I can't stop looking at all the things you've brought with you. What's this? I've never seen that before either.
This is to stop my ink pads running away while I'm...
That's clever. Yeah, because they do, don't they?
They do, and the screeching, it goes through me. My teeth hurt when I'm when I'm clenching because of the noise. It's awful. So I'm just... So I've got... It don't move, they don't move. And these
really
are
clever.
on the web, by the way. So you can get 2 large ink pads, you can see here. On if you want to, or lots of minis. It just stops me chasing my ink pad into the kitchen.
What a brilliant idea.
So just get some colour down here. Now I'm doing like a soft, it's chipped sapphire, but it's actually like it's like a grey tone, I would say, probably here. So I'm just, this is sort of like a feather stencil. So I'm just adding an accent to the background. So this is, so if you look at lamination, they lend themselves beautifully to being independent, just 2 stamps and a sentiment done, if you like that effect. But really, if you do want to step it up a gear, you know, because you do love your stenciling and you do love all of your lovely techniques, then you can as well. So, you know, add an accent to the background, add your splats, add your texture.
They are just perfect, aren't they? For anybody that is a little bit nervous and thinking, I love colour, I wish I was an artist, I wish I could colour, I can't do it. I think it's almost foolproof.
It's absolutely brilliant, honestly. And I've said this, and I am super proud to say it as well. Once you do one, you'll want them all, because they are such a grabbing sort of concept.
And they're so quick.
They're so quick. So let's just show you this here.
Oh, nice.
So you've got just some nice... It's just a stencil I've just grabbed from my stash from what we've brought to you here at Create and Craft, but it just shows you that you can add detail if you want to in the background. So let's just move this to one side and let's just grab our dirty Eureka. It is dirty, isn't it? I know.
Yeah, but it's well loved and well used, and that's what we like.
Yeah, it's just not great though, is it? Yeah, I was saying yesterday about Phil Martin and, you know, how he has a piece of tissue and things like that. Adam said, don't worry, he'll be in his West Wing with his beret on or something, you know. I was like, what are you on about? He's like, honestly, that's what he's like. I was like, really? Oh, poor Phil Martin. So again, you'll get the set. Solid portion is the colour, and this is a beautiful outline. Now if you do like to pick up a pen or a pencil and enjoy the moment by painting and lose your day, just stamp this out in a colour and then colour it in yourself. You don't have to use this, but if you want in quick cards, then you've got the opportunity to do both. So let's just grab this one here. So I'm just going to capture it on the left.
Okay.
I'm not a middle person. I like things left or right. I'm a bit sporadic with the design, but honestly, as soon as you get them on, you're going to be off. You just absolutely do your own thing. Now I'm going to do it what is on the packet, because I just want to show you that sometimes when we see packets we think, oh, that packet's amazing, I'm never going to be able to do that. I promise you're going to do that. So I'm going to go, so I'm just going to follow the packet here. So a bit of pink.
Okay.
I can see there's a bit of purple in there.
You're loving your pinks and purples, aren't you?
Yeah.
They're your favourite colours.
I don't know, I'm a bit partial to teal as well.
All the colours in your glass mat, I can see.
A bit of yellow, and then let's go some green at the base here.
I think the more sporadic you are, the better the result.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah.
A bit of pink on the tips here because I can see on the packet there. That's why we do this, so you can instantly see. I can see now when I spray this, I'm going to get this result. So let's give this a spritz. So you'll see all of that lovely colour, and then when I push it down.
Do you know, I was asked recently, I think this is going in the next club magazine actually, for a crafty quote, and that's the one that I suggested would probably be mine. Don't overthink it, just go with the flow.
Just do it.
Do you know, I think sometimes if we try and plan something too much, that's where it tends to go wrong.
It does.
So just go with the feet, you know, go with the flow.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
Look,
see
do you know what?
happens.
I know people say, for some reason people are fearful to throw a piece of card in bin. I'm not fearful at all. If I don't like it and colour looks like a hot muddy mess, it goes in bin. It's a piece of card. Nobody was hurt in the process of me stamping some ink on that card. So if you do it and you don't like it, don't waste your time with it. I'll change colour. Just change it.
Or die cut it. That's another thing you can do, because you would never see the colours in the way you've seen it as a solid piece if you die cut it.
So I missed a bit of green there, but because I've got the Eureka, I just added some ink and added that in there.
Nice.
So already I've got something that's like, oh, this looks so cool so far. So if you take this off and then swap it out, obviously clean your stamps before you pop them back. Just clean my door here. And then we'll use the solid portion.
Okay.
And then just line it up. Now it's loose overlay. If you try and line it up, you'll be there all day. So just pop it on where you think. Trust me, you'll not go far wrong. So let's just stamp this one out in black.
Now you're using a VersaFine. Would
Yeah,
that be your
VersaFine.
recommendation?
Yeah, if you're watercolouring, probably yeah. But equally, this is probably should be dry by now, so any black ink pad.
Okay. Actually, if you were going the other way around, that's where you've got to be a little bit more careful, isn't
Yeah,
it? If you went
swap
with
it
your
out.
outline first and then you're going to add water, you need to make sure you've got the appropriate ink.
Yeah. So stamp this one out, and this is where the detail comes in.
Oh, look at that, totally transformed.
Just looks like a piece of artwork, doesn't it? And then let's just add a sentiment. So I'll go with this one because we haven't used this one yet. We've got happy, 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 happy. That's what. Let's not say we're not happy. Pop this down the side, look. And shall we stamp this in a colour? Let's go with colour rather than traditional black, just to show you that we can.
Okay.
So let's go. Let's go with the purple. And we've got like solid letters and then outline letters. So I'll stamp this one out.
There we go. Very effective.
Super easy. And if you want to take it to that next level and add splats, add gold splats, add texture, you can do that, can't you? There we go. So let's pop this onto a card. I would add probably some sparkle, some sequins. I would probably use my sparkle pen just to give it a bit of sparkle because I like sparkle, but totally your call. If you've got your pearly
just a little
winks,
touch. You don't need to overdo
if
it.
you've got your pearly winks spray, add a waft of sparkle.
Oh, we've had an email in from Donna from... I've not seen
How
Donna
weird
in
is that? I
ages.
say that. Honestly, I didn't hear her name before I actually said the sparkle.
Oh, good morning, Donna. Hi, Tony and Catherine, and all in the gallery. Good morning, Donna. Absolutely love Tony's stamps. They're beautiful, super easy to use, and they look fabulous every single time. Thank you, Tony, for bringing so much inspiration time after time, loving the show, and your beautiful dress. It is gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did have a wash. For the show. Don't look like this all the time, you know. You'll know if you watch the QR code. I do make an effort, but not as much when I come to telly. Yeah, so, and then we have that lovely metallic which is sold out, but thank you, Donna,
I
that's
love
really
it
kind.
when Facebook Lives are on and someone sat at a table, because I know for a fact there's many people that have
Slipper
got the
dippers.
yeah, the slippers, the pyjamas underneath, you know, it could be anything goes.
Oh,
You're just not going to see it.
yeah. Yeah, we're all the same. We've all got our slipper dippers on. And there we have just a simple. So we've got that one.
Stunner. Oh.
Oopsie daisy. Super easy, isn't it? I mean, nobody knows that I haven't picked up a brush. Nobody knows that I haven't sprayed with water and tried to do a bleeding technique. Nobody knows, and we don't have to tell anybody.
No, we'll keep it secret, Toni.
Yeah.
We'll keep it. And anybody watching, keep it secret as well. Beautiful sample yet again. Every single one of the demonstrations, every single one of the samples we've got on the show, absolute stunners. But you can recreate to the same standard because the tools are there for you. They allow you to create what you're seeing, which is absolutely fabulous. Now we're going to remind you again about PayPal. We do have those ongoing issues and we'll keep you updated as we go through the show. I'm so sorry, I'm going to say this now. There will be people out there who've probably been watching right from 7 o'clock this morning thinking, don't keep saying it. We've got to keep saying it because we've got new viewers coming in constantly, and it's very, very important because if you've seen something that you like, we want you not to miss out. We do understand your frustration. We are working on it. But it's easy to use PayPal. You can split 3 ways as well. You can use your credit card, you can use your debit card. You do not need that account. You can check out as a guest. So you do not need to miss out on anything at all. Of course, our new and exclusive is still available. The details are on the screen. We'll have another recap on that in a little while. We're going to remind you a little bit more about PayPal, just so you're not listening to me any longer.
Shopping online with Create and Craft has just got easier with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan. Spread the cost of your basket, whether there is one item or many, with 3 interest-free payments. Simply choose Pay in 3 at checkout and pay for purchases between £30 and £2,000 over 3 equal instalments for the next 3 months. No fees, no interest. Spread the cost of your shopping with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan at Create and Craft.
There we are, lovely Janice there. I've not seen Janice in weeks. Oh, is she in today on Craft Extra? It's because Janice
You
has
and
been,
your holidays.
Well, no, Janice was on holiday. Well, I was on holiday. Then Janice went. Then I went. Then Janice went. Then I went.
Like, who said you could have a holiday? I mean, come on.
It was. Do you know? I'm really, really quite glad about last week though, because normally when I take holiday, it's actually to work at home. And I did actually go on holiday last week. I went away, just 4 nights, but it was bliss.
You needed it, clearly.
I did. I so enjoyed it. I'm not repeating what I'm hearing in my ear.
I'm not even looking up.
Drink, drank, drunk. That was a phrase that maybe have worked for 1 night only. I'm not saying any more.
I'm keeping my head down. So I'm going to use this one this time. So this is the beautiful Be Happy. So I'm going to show you how we can make it sparkly, and we can use a white ink pad instead of colour. So if you want to do like a monochromatic card, we can absolutely do that. So I'm just going to use an anti-static bag just to get rid of any static in my card. Here we go. So I'll just pop this on here, douse it in this powder here, and then we use a sticky ink pad, ink up that stamp.
Nice.
And this time we'll go sparkles.
Oh,
but if you want to, you know, have fun with them, but then maybe step it up again and think, right, I'm not going to use the solid portion, I'm actually going to attempt to get some pencils and colour it in myself. Or stamp it out in a really light watercoloured ink, like a tea dye or something like that, and then watercolour it, and the line will disperse, so you have like a no line watercoloured image as well. So we have a new ink pad coming so you can actually create that one. So I'm excited to see what you'll all be able.
You've got lots of new on the way, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, just see if that stamped it as, I'm just going to do it twice though, just in case. Yeah, well, we launched all of our tools for our 10-year anniversary on Create and Craft, so it comprised of many things, so glass mats, silicone mats, brushes. We did all kinds of different types.
There's still things I've not spotted.
Brushes, poke it up, we did it all.
Hang on, what?
Ink pads.
What's in that pack there?
They're brushes.
Oh, they're brushes?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you using one earlier.
She's like, oh.
I don't like to
yeah, we
miss
know
a
what
trick.
she's like, bless her. There's no harm in it though, she's a true crafter at heart.
I need to go on holiday more often because it saved me a fortune.
Yeah.
The holiday saved me a fortune because I wasn't here seeing all these wonderful products and not spending all my wages.
So you can see how you get a beautiful sort of sparkly design. Now that in its own entity, stunning. And that's the beauty of lamination. You have so many different ways to use them. You can be creative and get the artistic look, but if you want to get the traditional like sparkle, matte and layers, put some flowers on top, you can do that too. I haven't put you in a box with it, you know, it's down to you and your own creativity really. So let's just heat set this one.
What's the name of that embossing powder? Be Bold, is it?
This is Be Bold. Wow. These are on the website, hopefully.
I need to find those as well.
Oh God. She's shopping again. So just get your gun really hot. Less time on your card means less cockle.
Okay. Cockle. Is that Yorkshire?
No, cockling card, you know the cockling.
Yeah, I know what it means, but is it a word that you do?
It's where your card goes like this.
Yeah,
It's all moving around.
A wiggly wavy card.
Yeah, we don't want that. Well, I'll never make Strictly Come Dancing, will I? Crikey. Keep those hips to yourself.
Are you watching? Are you watching?
A little bit.
Have you seen one of the new dancers? Is it just me, or does one of the new dancers look like Sarah from Craftbuddy?
Oh, I don't. Oh.
I think she's spitting in it.
Now you've said that, I'm going to have a good
I
look.
can't remember the lady's name. I think she's with Martin from EastEnders. I think that's who she's partnered with.
Let's just show you this one, look.
Oh.
So that's it, just.
Love that.
Isn't that so pretty?
That is
So if you want to take your
beautiful.
pencils, if you took a white pencil now and added white to that, it would look incredible, wouldn't it? Super, super cool. But because we have the solid portion, now we can experiment. So let's take that solid portion and sit it on top.
Okay.
And again, it's very loose. You know, if you don't quite get it right, it's not the end of the world. And let's pick this one up. Now I've got a white pigment ink here. Now I'm not going to douse it in white, but I think if we slightly touch it, we will get like a nice little white detail in those flowers, like a ghosty halo-y type style. And the embossing powder will hopefully resist it a little bit, because it's obviously plastic, isn't it, embossing powder? So hopefully, so we might get a halo. It might have actually been better to reverse this and do the white and then the embossing, but when your ink's wet, embossing sticks to everything, doesn't it? So you have to sometimes swap out. I've been a bit light with the white. Let's just add some more. What's it? Is it coming through now? Let's add some more.
It's there, but it's
very
faint.
I was a little bit fearful it might look like a big hot mess, so I'll push on a little bit harder this time.
Well, this is the best way to go, though, isn't it? Go very lightly
go
and sort
light
of build the layers.
first. And then you've got like this ink detail in here. If you then want to go on, have I got a white gel pen yet? You love a white gel pen,
I do.
Don't you?
I wouldn't
Let's
be
see if
without
we've got
a
a bit
white
more
gel
detail.
pen.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh.
And if you want to enhance it a little bit more, I mean, I'm not really creative with a white gel pen. Everybody else seems better than me. But if you wanted to add a bit of detail, Kathy thinking, yeah, right, you're doing all that wrong.
No, that's perfect.
Just add some, like, as if you're adding a highlight. So if you
Gives
wanted
it a further
to be,
lift, doesn't it?
I'll just hold that up because I don't want to. But you can see how. So it's like a ghost. Let's have a look. That looks pretty, doesn't it?
I really like that. Really like that.
Really like that. And then if you take your sentiments, let's just see what sentiments are in this set. So if you only buy the one, let's have a look at this one. This one says be happy.
Okay. Oh, I've just remembered. Happy hours. Don't forget about the happy hour deal. You don't want to miss out on that because the price will go up at the top of this hour. We do have one available for you. It's at a great price as well, so do check that out as well.
So I'm not going to use embossing because it'll all stick to that white and we'll end up with a hot mess, but my white ink pad should do the job.
Nice.
And because I've got the Eureka, when you use a pigment ink, I'll just bring this into shot for you, sorry. Because I've got my Eureka, because it's pigment ink, I can layer build, so I can do it the once.
Yeah.
And then I can build up that colour knowing my artwork hasn't moved.
And again, if you wanted to add the gel pen to that, you could do, couldn't you? Just
yes,
on one side,
absolutely.
just to sort of bring out that detail further.
If you wanted to, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's
I'm not
personal choice.
confident with a gel pen. I need a little bit more of everybody else seems to just pick it up and it look amazing, whereas I pick it up and think, oh, blooming ruined it now. But I suppose it's just your own.
You're very hard on yourself. I love it.
If you trim that down, or if you use those lovely dies that are in the show and created the circle flat element behind.
Look at that. Check out those embossing folders
Add some
on the
white
website.
splats or gold splats on top of that. And I have my lovely sparkle gossip pen here, so if you... This is just like a, gets a puddle here, so I've got a puddle here, use the end of a brush. Add that sparkle. Or again, I am a massive fan of the lovely, can I just grab it very quickly?
Okay.
The Pearly Winks. Ta-da! This is a new bottle. Sorry about me. So that's with my like pen. So with pens, you have that lovely sparkle, but if you've got this one, which is on the web, now check this one out, watch this. If you haven't got this in your stash, why not?
I've got one of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
And just spray it on. When it dries, it looks like sparkling.
Look at that. I mean, that is the most beautiful shimmer, isn't it?
Sorry about me. It's so gorgeous, and there's a gold one as well, so if you're getting silver, get the gold as well.
Yeah, everything available
awesome.
on the website if it's not on the show, of course. Right, okay, let's have a look at our new and exclusive again. We're going to look at the samples again as well, because these are available individually, so if you've got favourites or a budget, of course, we can accommodate everybody. We'll start with the wine bottle first of all. This is called Weekend. I think individually this has been the most popular. It's changed throughout the show. Oh, limited stock on its own. So use those stencils, create those backgrounds, use your glitter cards, as you can see there. Very simple techniques, but so effective. You know, every single one of these samples completely different. Even if the same colours have been used and the same, you know, mediums have been used, they still look so different. Love the glaze that's been put in the wine glass there as well, look. Yeah, that's not been drunk quite yet, has it? Craft card there with
and
those
these are just a handful,
colours.
Kathy, of what my design team have managed to, you know, my design team are the busiest design team in the world, bless them. They've got so much on for me at the moment, and they still deliver every single time. And this is just a handful of the options that you can achieve with these stamps. Just think about when you have the time at home to think about all of the craft stash you all have in boxes sat around you. You're going to just bring them all in and work them in with these. That's the beauty of lamination. It opens so many doors to you, so many other things. That fills me with joy. It fills me with joy. I absolutely see it. Right, the next one is the Iris, which is called Celebrate Today. Look at that again, a little bit of glaze in there. So you've got the dewdrops, you've got the vellum in there, which works perfectly with the lettering, the happy, 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 happy. Love that one as well. Again, that's
using
just
the
up your
black
street,
card.
that one. I think that's just your style. That's just beautiful, isn't it? So
is.
So on that solid portion there, just use the metallic ink. So inked up the stamp with a metallic paint and stamped it out rather than an ink pad, and then added a white embossed outline.
Wonderful.
And then just look at that, it's just in the background. I mean, the stamp is a beautiful stamp on its own, and you would have probably just seen that in a stamp set traditionally, but because you have that second layer, you have more options. Halos, absolutely gorgeous.
Right,
I was just going to say, I don't know how you're going to decide.
We've only got a minute left. We're going to have to go to the next one. Where should we go next? Should we go to this one next? Love this. Probably won't get through every sample now. Don't forget, individually available, part of the one-day special. Not one-day special, the new and exclusive. You're only paying for 3 if you're in the club, of course, if you are going for the new and exclusive. There you go. I'm just going to quickly whiz through one or two of those, and then finally we have this gorgeous set here as well. Enjoy life. Create a heart, create a wave, create a swag. Don't forget to use PayPal. If you're loving what you're seeing, you must use PayPal at the moment. Tony, when are you back again?
In a few weeks with something brand new.
Laura knows about it. I don't know about it. You're going to have to tell me after this show. I'm not going on holiday anymore.
Holiday.
No, that's it now. Thank you for joining
so
us.
much,
Check
everyone.
out with PayPal. Don't miss out, of course. Do stay with us, though. We've got much more ahead. Thank you again, Toni.
Thank you.
That was
Bye.
lovely. Coming up next, we've got the lovely Sarah Payne with the Craft Cotton Co fabrics, and then later on, Vintage Ink Love Letters one day special over on Craft Extra. It's Dawn Bibby.
Now this is a real essential in your quick picks. It's your Easy Lift adhesive tape, your double-sided adhesive. Now you have got 7 rolls, so you're getting 3 rolls of the 10mm, and then you're getting 4 rolls of the 5mm, and there's 50 metres on each roll. Now why this is essential, for starters, it's really easy to get off the roll, so you don't need to cut it, it'll tear, so you don't need to glue up your scissors. When you put it onto your project, you'll see, and I'll just tear that bit here, you'll see that you can get your nail under the side of the tape, so it means you're not faffing to actually lift that tape off. It's really quick and really easy. So if you have struggled with your double-sided adhesive in the past, then this is definitely for you. It's a good strong tape, so it's going to give you that perfect hold every single time. Brilliant for all your mat and layering, and of course it's not going to get glue absolutely everywhere. If you do want to get hold of it, 7 rolls, and that's your Easy Lift tape. It's another quick pick. Your item number is 865654, and that's going to give you 7 rolls of your finger lift tape. Now normally you're paying £19.99, but we've got a special price of £9.99 for you. Club members, that price drops to £8.99, and your flexi pay today is £4.50, and you've got another flexi £4.50 a month after for your finger lift tape. Quick picks, craft must-haves at top pick prices.
Hi, I'm Abs from Orange Create. I've been crafting for over 10 years now, and I love stamping, stenciling, creating layers of colors, textures, and creating depth and dimension. Holland Create was established in October 2016, collaborating with a group of designers and artists from all over the world, bringing different designs and products in different styles. We pride ourselves with high-quality photopolymer clear stamp sets, dyes, stencils, washi tapes and acrylic blocks, all in different size and format. I hope to bring you inspiration and different ways of using your craft products. Make sure you don't miss the Holland Create shows.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to Toni and Catherine for that lovely show. Now then, we've got a cracker for you. Let me introduce you to Paula first. Hi, Paula. How are you?
Hi, nice to see you.
Paula is a designer, ladies and gentlemen, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the designer of this fabric collection.
Wonderful fabric. And, of course, we've got Paynes on the show as well. How are you, Sarah?
I'm delightful, thank you. How are you?
It's lovely to see you. Bright and chirpy. You're always bright and chirpy first thing in the morning.
Always. I don't know how I manage it, but
it's lovely
yes.
to see you. And these two are very good friends, aren't you?
We are indeed, and we both design for the same company as well.
Exactly. So it's a really nice opportunity to bring you something fresh, something new. I'm going to ask Paula all about this in a moment. Before I do, I have to tell you all about the PayPal system, because, of course, we have an issue at the moment with the online ordering credit card system. So what we're trying to make sure is everybody's aware that you can use PayPal to pay for your orders, and of course with PayPal you don't have to have a membership number or be a part of it or joined it. If you just choose PayPal at checkout, it'll walk you through it. It's very, very simple. You can use your normal payment method, so please do that, and we'll let you know when the other system is up and running again. And please don't think, oh well, I'll wait till that's working before I order, because a lot of things have still been selling out because a lot of people do use PayPal, so there is a real need to use that. Okay, so let's talk about the Craft Cotton Co. Crafty Lass. That's
yeah,
you,
that's
is it?
me, I'm the Crafty Lass.
Okay, Field of Memories, 100% organic
cotton.
5 1-metre pieces with a fat quarter bundle. Good Lord, how did we fit all of that on there? I tell you what, I'm going to let you go and get ready, and you've got some lovely designs and everything to show, and we'll just talk to Paula about it for a minute. Okay, so first of all, how long have you been designing?
I would honestly say I've been crafting and designing forever. Like literally, I was that girl with pocket money. I'd go down the craft shop and I'd be making things. I then studied printed textile design at university, which is quite a while ago now. Coming up for 18, 19. We were at home, we live in the beautiful Northamptonshire countryside, and I just took pen to paper, and it became a thing that every evening or whenever I've got a spare minute, I've got 2 young boys, busy house, but it's my relaxed time to sit and draw those flowers or whatever I'm inspired by. But this primarily came out of that time. Right,
now I know that you and Sarah are going to show some of those drawings as well, aren't you, which is awesome, and it must be amazing to see those drawings then reflected in fabric that people can make bags, dresses, quilts, all that sort of stuff with.
Absolutely. I think the scale of it for me is almost so big I can't quite get my head around it.
Is this your first collection?
No, it's my 3rd collection. So actually almost a year to the day my first collection came out, which was Petal and Pip, and actually there's a sample here that mixes all 3 of my collections that have come out so far.
But this is the latest collection.
The latest.
And we're launching it today.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic.
And as I say, obviously you can see all inspired by poppies grown in Britain.
You can, and it's a great time of year to be doing something poppy-wise as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you about the deal, shall we? So you can buy everything that you can see here. Absolutely everything, and that's the item number on the screen. Fabulous price, because you're getting 5 1-metre pieces and your 5-piece fat quarter bundle for $65.65 if you are a club member. Now, we have a lot of people out there who only like fat quarters, so you can just buy the fat quarters if you want to. So you're getting the same beautiful design, but in your fat quarter size, and that's a great price as well. That's going to be, what, $11.69, something like that for club members. Beautiful fat quarters, 112921. Or if you wanted just one particular fabric, as we get to show them to you, or more of one, say for example you like that one particularly and you wanted 2 or 3 or 4 metres, you can buy them by the metre. Will they come by the metre, or will you cut them to length, Craft Cotton Company?
I have to say, I don't know,
Sarah. What's the normal?
I think they come as metre
Yes, I think they
pieces.
do with Craft Cotton Company, because they're such a big company. These are cut into metre lengths, whereas some of the other smaller brands that we bring you will say, well, I've got a big roll of it, so we'll cut it to whatever length you want. But with Craft Cotton Company, you can say you want 3 metres, you will get 3 metre lengths. So there's lots of options of how you can buy your wonderful Field of Memories fabric. Let's go through the choices that we've got, shall we? If you're not going for the whole bundle, you're going to want to know the name of the one that you're ordering. So what's this one?
Okay, so that one's called Lillian's Garden.
Lillian's Garden.
Lillian was my grandma, so actually it's Field of Memories, but also they've been named sort of quite personally for me, like to do with people in my life and family and things, which is quite nice for me.
Okay, Lillian's Garden. So this is the